Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. My light oil is excessive. I've got excessive light oil over here. These are not working fast enough. So what we'll do, I don't have the speed. I need speed modules. I need to have... I wonder, if I go and put speed modules in there... So this is my main problem, is that I don't have that stuff coming through fast enough and being turned into petroleum. So I don't need more of them. I want to try something here a minute. I want to just take one... I need to borrow one of those a second. And I'll go down... Oh no, I need 3 of them. Okay. I'll borrow another one. I'm only borrowing it. I'm not keeping it. I'm going to go there like that. Right, that's obviously a lot faster now. And that's going to produce petroleum a little bit quicker. But if I was to take copy like that, and then put that on there, doesn't do it. So I was hoping that it would copy those onto there, but it doesn't do that. Right, I just got to... I'm just going to have to wait until I've got some more speed modules have come up through. And that's waiting on petroleum. So what's the light oil situation up here? Yeah, it's the system is clogged with light oil. I've got to get that freed up. So in order to free that up, I'm just going to have to steal all of these. That's all I can do for a minute. Steal those there. Like that, and you. There we go. Then I want to come over to here. And I'll take those, like that. Control. Like that, there. And I'm going to go to you. I'll drop some level 2 ones in there. I'll drop a level 2 one in there. So, why aren't you running? Where That's going into there. Oh. Ah, right. I've made a really... That's why. I've made a really daft mistake on this. A really simple mistake. And it is very, very easy to do something like this. I haven't actually connected the light oil up here to the light oil in the rest of the network. That's a very, very simple error to make. Trust me on this, because it's the sort of thing that I've done before now. I can bring that one up there like that. And then... Actually, no. I'll remove you. I can't put it there, but I can put it there like that. Right, because I don't want it to touch that bit. It can't touch that bit, because that is actually connected in properly. But I completely forgot to join those together. So if I join that in there, now... They are full, and they are racing through. So look at this one. Look at that. Look at the speed that's going through. So we're now producing a little bit of petroleum. And I'm not just reliant on the 5 of them there, which means that I'm now getting petroleum coming in, and it's starting to accumulate a little bit in the tanks. Thank goodness for that. Right. That's good, because then we've also got that one. Those 5 are now firing up again, and they're working. So I'm going to leave... the level 2 modules. I'm going to take out these over here. Like that. I'm going to go back up this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 worth. Which is several. You. 5 at... Right, that's 5's. That's 5 lots. So then I can go... like that, and get that one firing back up again. And the light oil, that should be enough to keep the light oil going. Yes, that's going on there, and the light oil is pumping out down there. So we didn't have any issue. I'd simply forgotten to connect the 2 networks together. That could have ended up causing us some rather serious issues. That really could have caused us quite a lot of problems. So I'm quite glad that we did manage to sort that one out. The rest of these... Right, that there, I definitely don't want these on here. There is no benefit to having that in there at all. That's not going to benefit me in any way, shape, or form. Because I don't actually need those fuel modules being made. No, not from there. Which means that I've got these now that I can use to make some more of the factories. I got 21 of them, which means that I can make 5 factories. One of which is going to be used down here to do the robot frame thing. Actually, no, it's not. Way down over here. Don't do the robot frame thing. Bring them all in here. All 5 of them, like that, and get more of these red ones going. This is more important. That last one on the robot frames, that's not anywhere near as important as getting these up and running. If we can keep this here going, and really keep this going, that's the bit that's going to make the difference to everything. That is going to make a huge difference to everything all the way through. I've got 200 of them on me, which is great. I've already got 2 of them. I don't know if that was brought in elsewhere. But by having those 200, let's go over this side. And that's still got the blue circuits is one thing that I want to get sorted out very quickly. So I'm going to drop in another load of those. Start whacking them through as fast as we possibly can. So there's another 100 robots going into the system. That's going to take us up to 4,800 robots. And that should start to reduce the heavy workload that they're experiencing. Now, I've still got 24 unplaced roboports. We've got landfill there. And all of these dots over here, these are roboports that have not been placed down. That's all done now. All that all the way up through there, that's all done. If we take a look here, we're currently draining away, so we'll just have a look and see how this does. If that drains out completely, we're going to go and build up another big chunk of solar panels. Now, that's a little bit more like it. You can see we're down to 2 gigajoules. This is already ramping up production by quite a way before we've even gotten all the way down on that. So I'm taking 130 on there, and that's going up to 40. It's going up to 50. It's a lot better than it was. It's still not great, right? It's still not great, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. So we're going to come over to this side. I don't quite have enough room to place one up there, but we will have enough room to place one. I'm going to have to come over here and do this manually. Right, well, they're going to... How are we doing? So it's 4,800 robots. I'll let them just feed me with a few of these. You know what? Actually, yeah, I do. I do need them to feed me with several of them because I need to make some more roboports. Switch you off. Like that. And I'm going to head over this side, so I'm a little bit closer. They'll just quickly bring them over to me. So there's 100 of them there. I'm looking out at this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 1 roboport there. I'm going to remove everything around that one, so that one's gone completely. And then I'm going to put down... I'm going to copy and paste 4 of them down there, I think. You know what? No, I'm gonna copy and paste 5 of them. I've got an idea for that. I have actually got what I think might be a good idea for this, so that we can start preparing some of the ground to easily place things down, and I can get some more landfill placed up there, although the landfill's not built at the moment. I have an idea, and that's going to require the blueprint that I made here. So I take that, like that, and I go... You know what? I'm only going to do 1 there. I'm going to do it in a double one like that. And then what I'll do is I'll remove those and the accumulators. I will leave those, and I'll leave the roboports, and I'll leave the radar as well. There. Right, so now got this one right here. And that goes right in there. So in order to feed this in properly, just to go there, you can see where it is with the roboports quite easily. And it's there. That's where I want to place it. So if I do that, drop that down there. It's got 2 of them already placed. And so there's a few bits, they're going to come out and they're going to get them and they're going to drop them down. And then we'll be able to put the roboports in there. So I'm going to find where this one is and I'm going to overlap it. Where is it? Need to... Ah, there we go. Right, overlap that one like that and drop it down again. And then I'll overlap that one. Drop that down again there. And that's the one that's already got the RoboPort in place. I will drop the rest of that down, and then I'll need to go along and clear the rest. So what that's going to do is that's going to bring power to all of these areas here, all the way up through. And then I want to put a little bit of landfill just on there, just to fill out the very edge of it. So I've got that blueprint. I need to give it a name. It's not that one. It's this one right here. So I want to right mouse button to open this one. And I want to choose a different icon for that. And that one... I think you can choose multiple icons. So if I was to put RoboPort and a power... Oh, power... There. Substation. There we go. RoboPort substation. That's the one that I've got for there. And this one here, I would go... We'll just call it a RoboSub. RoboSub. There we go. There's our RoboSub blueprint. And we'll be able to use that. And that will put power down. And it will put the RoboPorts down as well. So that then I can sort of open up some of the new areas if and when I need to. If I think it's like a handy thing to have. And it will make sure that we've got power out to the RoboPorts. And it will allow everything else to take place as well. Right. I've back up to 200 of these. I've got 7 of those right there. I will make one. Like that. I'll turn my robots on a second. And they're going to go and take that one and put that one down there. Right, so that one's running. We've got that many of them running now that it... Yeah, I'm going to make one more. I know that I'm going to have to sit and wait for that one to make a second, but it's definitely going to be worth it. So I want to make 4 of these, which we will be placing over when we get over to those robots. We'll yeah, actually, do all 4 of them. Like that. That one's going to make... That one's going to go out here. And he's putting that one down there. They're not doing those on the inside when they should be. You know what? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Right, we'll turn that one off. And they can go and take all those red circuits to somebody else. I don't want them at the moment. I don't need them at the moment. That one doesn't need to be made. I've got... that's going. We've got 4,816 robots now. We'll leave them. Wow, look at all this stuff. The problem is, if I don't stand still and let them bring a load of this stuff to me, they chase me for absolutely ages until I disappear off the grid. And they could be doing something a little bit more useful with their time. Now, we come up to here. We're up to the RoboPort that's right there. So I'm going to toggle my personal RoboPort on, and I'm going to start removing the trees from here. Just on this low piece down here. And I'm going to start doing a strip all the way up through. Because what I'm actually doing is... Wait, where are they going? Oh. That's not my robots. That's other robots. They came and did it. What I'm actually doing, by clearing this lot, is I'm clearing the small ones right here. Get that bit. It's the power poles. I'm clearing the small power poles right there. That's all of the small power poles surrounding that one. Get rid of them, and then the rest of it will just sort of take care of itself. And here come more robots with more of those. I've already got enough to make one more RoboPort. Right, let them stay there. And out go my robots and go and place some stuff down. We're waiting on a few other bits, but they're going to come up here and they're going to place some more things down like that. And none of it is working out that side because the RoboPorts aren't down. But once the RoboPorts go down, it sort of opens up the rest of the area. Right? It allows the robots to access all the rest of it. And all the way up here. So in order to be able to make that bit out, I've got to put down a little bit more landfill. And it's got to go just up there. There's only a little bit that's got to go up there. I'm not going to put excessive amounts. I'm just going to put a little bit there, like that, so that we can just get round the top end of it. And then another pattern will be able to be placed down. So I turn those off now. I'm going to go back over to there, and then I'm going to switch to map mode, because what I'm not sure about is, even though I have now placed down blueprint over there, will it allow me to still put it down? If I do that, and then shift, no, it won't. You've got to wait until the robots have actually put the landfill in before you can put the rest of it down. It's a little bit... I don't know quite why it does it like that, but that's what it does, so that's what it does. That's where that one needs to go. They're already coming up and placing down everything. I'll drop that one in there, and I go over to the next one. Drop that one down. So there's the Mark II Roboport, has now been finished. And drop you in there. So there's 5 more lots of solar panels and accumulators have been placed down. Actually, no, I haven't done the top one. I haven't done that one up there. It will be done. They've got to put the landfill in. Let's just go and have a look down this side. Right in here, I got 280. And in there, I've got 1,100 solar panels. So I should have enough solar panels and accumulators to go and put down that entire lot. At least that's what I'm hoping. Really, really hoping. And then if we look over here, have we actually reached a point where they're making their own factories yet? They've not quite got that point, so we're going to have to go back over and make a few more of them. It'll take a minute or two. We'll come off of there, and... Oh, no, I did put that one down. I just still need to put the landfill in, and then I can worry about the rest of it. The one last thing I am going to do, go to the map, go here, and I'll remove all of the trees from over here as well. I'm going to take them out, just... We'll go out a little bit wider. There's no reason why not. I'll run that down. And I'll go like that. So there's 23,000 trees there being removed, as well as placing down all the solar panels. That's going to keep my robots rather busy for a minute or two. Just a minute or two. And here, you can see they've come all the way over here just to bring me some more red circuits. So I'm going to run away from the red circuits. And now, I've actually got a bit of an issue. It's the middle of the day. 3,600 of these. That's not, like, completely full. So, I'm almost producing all of the power that we need to produce. But it's kind of fluctuating. And it's going to fluctuate a bit until we get some more of this stuff down and a few more bits done. Right now, there's not really a lot that I can do about it, so we'll just generally ignore it. So, next on the list, what do I want to do next? I've got the Roboport Mark II, and I've got the fusion reactor as well. Both fantastic options. There's nothing else that I would see. Discharge defense, personal laser defense, things like that. We use that for when we're going up against biters and fighting them. Energy shield. You have a whole build for fighting biters. Honestly, it's not going to affect us a great deal at the moment. It's not really going to make a lot of difference. We got uranium processing. We've got no uranium that's close to hand. I'm not worried about getting nuclear power yet at the moment anyway. It's not something I'm going to be doing a lot of on this map anyway. So, yeah, it doesn't really make much difference. We'll go back to Military 4 over here. And I'll continue working through that one, because once Military 4 is done, I'm then ready to start this one. Right? I've got all the other bits now done for that one, which means I'll be able to start working on that, and we can make our Power Armor Mark II, which is the biggest grid that you can make with Power Armor, and that will allow us to do everything that we want to do. And all these robots are coming up really slowly. Takes them a while to get through, but they get there eventually, and then they will, they'll get all of their stuff placed down. So we'll let them just carry on doing what they're doing. I'm very tempted to go and see how all of our other robots are doing, how they're getting on, and how, not the robots, the flying robot frames, how the flying robot frames are doing, and maybe manually crafting a few more of the logistics robots, the construction robots. If we get another 1,000 construction robots up and running, it'll just make a few of these things a little tiny bit fast. Let's have a look in here. Petroleum gas is now sped up. We've got... I don't have any spare in the system, plastic, just yet, but at least everything is now running. That's going. 829 on there. They're still bringing me more of these. So I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to change the recipe a minute. Change that over to construction robots. Electricity is down. With electricity supply currently being down, that's going to go fairly slow. The great thing about the electricity at the moment, though, is that we've now got so much solar panels and accumulators that it's not sort of harming us. Right, we are getting little dips, but even if it stops completely, there's enough power coming from the solar panels that it will keep things running. I mean, it may slow right down, it may slow the coal production down a little bit, but it's not going to do so much that it's going to completely grind things to a halt anymore. That's kind of that's the thing of the past. At least that's what I'm hoping. I will keep the steam engines. That is like a backup. That's going to stay, and slowly speeding up here, and speeding up quite nicely as well. It's just getting just slowly tweaking it up faster and faster and faster, which is perfect. That's what I want. So have a look to you. So I'm bringing all of those in, and if you have a look down here, I got masses of them. I got loads of the robot frames, so I'm just going to let the robot frames keep going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change that request there to 100 of them so that they can go faster. Actually, you know what? 200. That will increase that up, and they will be able to run through a lot faster. That, I'm going to increase that up to 400, so complete stacks, and you're going to go to 400 as well. So that will also be 4 complete stacks, and that one 400. There's a reason for this. It's for stuff in the future, so that it will pump things through faster. If I change that one over, and I have a faster factory in there, I've actually got one assembling machine right here, which I could have dropped in over there. I'm not going to. If I drop that in there, look at the speed that that is running through. So you then need a stack inserter to be able to keep up with it. Right? That's just an essential part of production, is using a stack inserter. And I'm going to go over this way now, because we're producing plenty of this, so I don't actually need these on here. Right? I can take those back, those level 2 ones, because those are quite valuable, and I don't want to just put them there. And I put that onto here. Nope, not you. Take you, drop you on there like that. Look at that go. Yeah, look at the speed that it is able to chuck that through. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. And the inserter can't quite keep up with it. Right, that's when you know you're doing well. And so then what I do is I have 2 chests going. At the moment, I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just let the inserter keep doing what it's doing. I'm going to drop in 200 of them so that the inserter will just keep pounding through the robot frames instead. And I'm already up to 1,000, almost 1,400 construction robots. We're going to push that to 2,000. We've got the materials right here. Actually, I've just used up all of the flying robot frames. Every single one of them has now been dumped in here. So we're not going to go all the way up as high as I want. Not quite. We'll stop it at 1,500. That's high enough. Remove you. Just slow that down a minute. Right, I need another 23. I need another 23 in here. So 23 robot frames. So there's 4. Drop them in. So that's 81. I need 19. There's 10. Not in there. Drop 10 of those in. I'll put a few of those in as well. Like that. And now I need 9 more. 9 more robot frames. That's 4. Put them in and can make them faster than I can. 5. We're down to just needing 5. We got 2 right there. I'll just wait until we've... Where are they? Bring them over. I need these. There's 1. I've got 2 on me. And there's 6. So, 1, 2, 3. Like that. There. So I want to put 400 robot frames into here. So then I go to you, and I will drop those 5 in there. And that makes 1,500 construction robots exactly. Which is excellent. So now I'm going to change that one over. I'm going to go back to logistics robots like this. And I will put that one back into there. And it's going to make them as fast as it possibly can. We've got no more of those and no more of those in there either. So we just now need to just kind of wait and let all these frames be made. And that could take a minute or two. I can make one more factory, so I can actually get just one extra one going. I'll put that one there. It's going to drop that in. It's going to drop that in. And I'm going to go to there, and I'm going to put these. 1, 2, 3, like that. Perfect. So we've got a bit of speed. We've got a little bit of the productivity modules running in there as well. And that's keeping it all going. So, yeah, we're still waiting on these. We've got those running over there, and they're doing a great job. And we don't really need to worry about them anymore. So we can just let that go for a second. Right. Next on my list. My list never seems to end. So we've got more. We've got half as many robots again at the moment flying through. And they're placing stuff down, and they're busy doing stuff. They're doing a great job. We're clearing all of these trees. That's not actually going to take too long by the look of it. The way they're going at the moment. Let's just take a look at the power situation. Right, accumulators aren't charging at all at the moment, and power is running down. So we're just basing on what we can do with the steam engines right now, which is a little bit slow. That's not an ideal situation to be in at all. We know this. We've experienced this before. But we'll let that just carry on and do what it's going to do. And in the meantime, we will go up here and start changing things around. I don't want this system here anymore. I think I want to get rid of that system there. So I want to get rid of this. That one can go. So let's come back down here. Let's get rid of that. I got 51 of them. And so I'm going to need to remove that. I don't need to remove that. What I really want to remove is just that one up through there. No, I can do that. I can just lift this up. I can remove that. And then we can remove this down here with this one. Just go like that. And I can gather all that lot up. I'll take those. Like that. And take those right there. So I'll leave that one. But the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that. And just for a minute, you are going to go up that way. And keep running onto there. So I will then take this out. Because that's going to keep those red circuits going over there to feed that bit over that side. So I don't have to go and worry about rebuilding. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1,000,000 minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.